Yo! This video is sponsored by turbosmurfs.gg, guys. Use the link in the description to save 15%. Enjoy the video. Okay, the coaching starts. Yalla. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Adrian. How are we doing?
I lost.
I mean, that's good. That means better, more improvement. Okay, you can queue up already. So, how... Wait. He's a... I think... Are you master or grandmaster?
No, I'm not the master on any account right now, but I'm diamond, but
Okay.
I play in master, so.
You have a 64% win rate. You're performing well every game. You're diamond 1. You just... I'm pretty sure if you just play more games and spam more, you're just gonna skyrocket, especially after the coaching. I mean, against Nuno, first of all, sucks, and then your enemy Vladimir just got fed, I guess, by someone. Okay, so, as of right now, what do you think are like your weaknesses? What do you think you struggle with the most?
I think I struggle most with it was before like camera movement and look on lanes early, but then
So
I
like
got
micro.
it. Yeah, and then I feel I do a bit like flippy plays, like.
That's the thing, a lot of people struggle with that. It's like decision making when it comes to that split decision making. When your before play happens, you have to analyze the play and realize if it's worth to go there or you should go for it or not. That comes with experience, obviously. So like just your mindset should overall just be only go for the play if it's gonna reward you 100%, unless you're behind. If you're behind, you can go for flippy plays. But if you're not behind, if the game is either even or if it's you're ahead, yeah, you should just analyze the play. And I think you're at your diamond 1, you should be like at the point where you can do that, and then just literally only go for the play. Don't let your like just think, take a breather, and then you decide when to go for the play. Okay. What do you ban usually?
I ban normally Velvet, or I sometimes ban J4 now, cause I I play better into Velvet sometimes than J4.
Then just ban whatever you feel like banning. Bans literally don't matter. Oh!
Ooh.
Shiba! The matchup. Okay, that's the second account, guys. Oh, this is the account where you spam games. Ah. This looks like a free game. You got this. What's your game plan for the game if you look at the comps?
I guess play. I don't know. It's like bot lane is gankable. I thought he was gonna pick Yumi because he hovered it earlier, but he didn't. It's play for bot. It's gonna be. It's fighting lane, so.
Yeah, they also have no cleanse, so like once one hook, they die. Okay, guys, this is what I wrote down for the game plan. I just muted myself. Apart bot side, top lane, just FK farm lane, look to gank mid with Ahri charm, and then just play bot lane. This is literally what he needs to do. By the way, guys, for the viewers, I'm not gonna tell him how to play since I need to see how he plays, right? The only way he's gonna learn is learning from mistakes. So I'm gonna see how he plays, I'm gonna ask him questions, and afterwards you go on the VOD and we'll go over everything. In case you're wondering why I'm not telling him anything. Because live coachings don't make sense. Like, if I tell him how to play, he's not gonna learn of that. Yeah, vote yes. Not worth it. Okay. This game, I'll go over this game like I said, and then we're gonna go over another VOD. But this game is good. They already showed me a lot. Sadly not the late game macro, but definitely the early game macro. Game plan this game. I wrote down game plan is path bot side, top lane is just AFK farm lane, and you have to look at mid lane for free ganks because Ahri just one charm and the Annie should die, right? The Ahri didn't hit many charms, but usually the game plan would be like path bot side. You have good setup, you have Jhin Thresh, one hook into Jhin Snare, into your jump, they die, right? So bot lane is your win condition. And you realized that too. You said, yeah, okay, this game I'm gonna path bot side, right? You called that. But then what happened is, we saw, okay, you have actually bot lane and you have mid lane prio. But your mid and bot lane kinda overpushed it. Like I even wrote down you should invade the Kazakhs and punish him. But your mid lane and top lane kinda overpushed it. Because the moment you were able to invade, the waves were even now, right? Look what happens. Now the waves are even. So this invade actually turned out to be bad now. Because look at the waves. You had prior, yes, I wrote that down as well to invade, but now at this point, before you run, you should realize, wait a minute, I don't have prior anymore, so this is gonna be a flip play. I can't go for this invade actually. Because what happens is, Annie can move first, Leona can move first, and they can move. So you have to flip to kill him, and it's not like you never want to flip, obviously. So like, you should have called off the invade at this point. Because at this point, you see, the wave is pushing into you, and the wave is even here too, and you have no priors. So that's the point where the invade starts being a bad invade. Yeah, the Kha'Zix predicted you to invade, which is kind of crazy to me. And now, you obviously have to run. You can't do anything, like exactly what I called happens. The Annie runs to you. I mean, bot lane engages, but the Annie runs to you, and this is enough, right? This is enough for you because she's there first. She has the first move. That's why this invade should have been called off. And you should have just called it off and should have just went to your jungle. You pressured him, he's scared, like, it's not a good invade, but at this point you can still back off and it's fine. But like, you were too greedy, or you want to go for the Annie there, even though it's not doable for you. Like, look, you're just running around, you should have just called it off. You're wasting too much time, you can't impact this, there's not a single bush for you. Like, this is like bad decision making. Even jumping on the Kha'Zix doesn't do anything. Kha'Zix has E, Kha'Zix has flash. Like I said, you're just wasting your time here. Literally just wasting your time. And here, you shouldn't have run this way, you should have run that bush. That way you could save your flash. Like, that was a mechanical error as well. So like, big mistake is to not watch lanes, because you don't press F keys also enough. I don't know if you realized that the waves were even at the point where you invaded, but you need to press F keys and look at the waves. And before you go for it, you need to analyze that. That's the first mistake. And second mistake, you jump on her, and then either you just run up to her and auto-attack her, or you just kite in the bush, but you just ran away. And then I think you thought you were in jump range here, but like, she can just run this way, right? So like, that was a bit of a mechanical error. You could have at least saved your flash, or maybe even killed the Annie and then flash out. But yeah, this was bad, because what happens now is, even you trading kills, you are now forced to start bot and path topside, because your topside camps are down. Like, look what happens, you're now forced to path away from your win condition. You made a plan, the plan is pathing bot side, play bot side, but now because of that invade, you are forced to path the other way, because your bot side camps up but your top side camps are not up, right? And this all snowballed from this bad invade, where you didn't have priors, and this awful fight. It's like, only go for invades if you really have prior. Like, if they were the waves under the turret, they can move. Because like that, it was a flip and you lost the flip, and now you got punished for that. And that's very bad, especially in the Kha'Zix matchup, because Kha'Zix matchup, you can just AFK farm, full clear, and you auto win the Kha'Zix matchup. And here again, you're wasting time, you can't impact this, like, you just misstep and waste like 10 seconds here. You never want to waste your time, always want to be efficient. It's like 10 seconds wasted. That's also very bad. But, okay, till now you understand, right?
Yeah.
Everything's clear, okay, good. And now you're passing away from a win condition, but what you need to do after this sequence is, you need to start playing for your bot side again. Because what happened the whole game was, you played top side whole early game, and it went catastrophic. Like, you lost every skirmish, every fight, because they just inted. And then I don't know if you realized, but at this point, look at it, like, this is all their kills, and then look at here, all your kills. You know what happened, and why you came back into the game? Because you started playing bot side. At here, one part, it's way too late, minute 15, you started playing bot side, it's way too late, but the moment you start playing bot side, you start winning the game. And you would have won the game if Gwen was there. So, you just need to, even though your sequence is kind of fucked here, what you need to do is, at one point, you need to dip your top side. You need to just realize this is lost, you need to dip them, and you just sit bot lane, even if it means losing those two camps. But you can invade his bot side, you need to split the map, you need to want to only sit around your winning lane, which is bot. You only want to sit here, this is your side of the map, and this is Kha'Zix's side. Like, you have to split the map, because you can't play anything here. I will just continue, and you will just see how you just lose every skirmish because you're on the wrong side of the map. Like, look, he loses, and at this point it's just like, okay, no, I have to be bot side. Okay. Oh no, the mid lane play happens. Okay, Kha'Zix gets ganked. Hitting the plant here is a bit of time waste. Ari instas obviously, but now he jumps. And now if you insta-E now, if you insta-E after you jump. Okay, Ari actually entered. I was about to say there's a chance that Kha'Zix didn't kill the Ari, but the Ari just charmed and like Kha'Zix was in auto attack range after that. So she entered that. Okay, but now you just have to run this way and get out, because you know the time catch is coming from there. Like, you can't fight this, you know time catch is coming, you don't have anything. I don't know, Gwen is trolling, just run out. Any can't one-shot you because you have W, so just run out here. It's a good 1-for-1 trade, it's fine. But like, you're overstaying. And time catch is too strong, you don't win this. And Annie is ignite, so you don't win this either. Like, see? Here again, bad decision making, you need to realize that you actually can't kill them, that you have to get out after taking the 1-for-1. And then it will be fine, then you get a 1-for-1. And if you get out, you get the red buff. And after that, you get the red buff, you reset, and then you go bot side, and then you never leave bot side. And then you just invade the Kha'Zix, and then you just play with your bot lane. So you split the map, and so Kha'Zix is also forced to split the map and go top side. That would be the perfect play. But now, like, look what happens. Because you overstayed, overforced again, went for a bad play. Both of you now die, and now you're like very low in tempo. Kha'Zix is now ahead tempo, and will be at every play before you. Again, like here, decision making mistake. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And now you actually go get your sequencing right again, because red buff. And you should have just stayed here, by the way. You should have just stayed and waited for the Crux to spawn. Because now you miss your Crux, and having your Crux on cooldown is very important. They give a lot of XP and a lot of gold. So you should have just stayed the 3 seconds and get the Crux, and then full kill the bot. Yeah, here the ward incident. Yeah, the ward incident. But that's like totally fine, that's not even bad. That's not even bad. What you want to do here now is, you want to look for pressure here. You want to look for pressure, look if the Crux are up. You want to invade his bot side, clear this vision, get the pink ward. Because we know Kha'Zix is top side, we saw him on the ward, right? So you want to clear all of this vision. This is gone, this is not your map. This is like perfect for you, because the map is split after that. So just sit here, clear this vision, run into here so they have to respect and they lose minions. Because even if you're just here and they show yourself here, you make them respect you. You don't go fast because they can still engage you and try to one-shot you, but you just run here so they have to respect. They have to be scared of dives whatsoever. They lose XP, they lose minions. Like, yeah, you have to be this side. And then you would have actually gotten the Crux on top, and you would have actually gotten decent gold. And that would be good. I think this is where you kill mid lane, right? Yeah, you kill the Annie and then you die to Kha'Zix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lucky that you killed that. We know, obviously, Kha'Zix killed the Herald, you saw it. So you know this is just like, you should have just went bot side again. Yeah, and you know you die. And just die without flash, but you flash. And now you just tilt a little bit. But like, look, your bot lane is hard winning. So like I said, again, now you want to go bot lane and just sit here bot lane. Just play bot lane. They have no sums now, because they died. Your bot lane has to reset, and once, okay, the perfect play is once your bot lane pushes out the wave, they reset, and then you like are up as well. So you go your blue buff, and then your bot lane is back on the map, on the bot lane, and then you can just force everything. You can look for plays, you can look for dives, you can look for invade, you can look for zoning away the enemy bot lane. Just play with your bot side this game, and the game is free. But you're playing on the opposite side of the map. Like, look, you're running top lane again, and you're on the completely opposite side of the map. Like, this is all not yours, this is all lost. And now you die as well, because Kha'Zix cheeses you there. Even though this is like completely free. Always play for your winning lane. They're your win condition, they're your winning lane. Use it. They get you ahead, you get them ahead. This like super free to play. If you just see that your bot lane is stomping them so hard. And yeah, what happens right here? Look, Kha'Zix shows topside. Wait, where is it? Okay, Kha'Zix shows topside. We know Kha'Zix is topside. And Kha'Zix was topside the whole time. What does that mean? That Kha'Zix is top. That means all of this is up, his bot side is up. So you want to invade his bot side. You want to punish him for overstaying. And your bot lane is on the map as well. So what you want to do is, you want to ignore these first, these camps. So you want to run here all the way through. So you get his bot side camps. And like I said, split the map. Kha'Zix is doing what he needs to do, split the map. And you should just invade him and then do your own camps. Because your camps are not on a timer. There's no threat for them to be taken because Kha'Zix is top. But his camps are on a threat to be taken if he insta resets and then goes into bot side. So you have to take him before he does. Especially since your bot lane is there now. And now you just int again. Yeah. Like you just tilted and int. But if you just play without, like, you just need to form an army. 3-man army, you 3. And the game is super free to win. Because the Ahri also does a good comeback. But now you just throw your tempo and you lead again. And from here on the game is lost and Gwen tilts. Like, look. The moment you start playing bot lane, it starts to be winnable. Look, now you just started playing bot lane. Wait, not now, because you're top lane again. But you killed the Kha'Zix, this is good. And here. Wait, no, not here yet. And here. Here you just start playing bot lane. And you get kill after kill after kill. You slowly come back. It's 17 to 8. And you start playing bot lane. 1911, 1913, 1915, 2017. You caught up so fucking insane just by realizing, okay, I don't know if you realized or if it just was lucky for you, but you need to realize. Okay, this to that game, okay? Is it clear? Like, where your mistakes were this game? If any questions? Yeah. Okay, good. Look for your win condition, play for your win condition, abuse it. And then split the map. You have to do it. If one side is lost, don't ever go to that side. Early game decision making, don't flip it. Watch your lane, like you need to press F keys more. Watch your laners, watch priors. Don't invade if you have no prio. You had prio earlier, but then you have to look again, and then you actually realize, okay, I don't have prio. And don't waste time. Don't try to fight anything. Just decision making. Back to your camps. Just get fed. This is auto win matchup for Rengar. You don't need to flip. Just farm and you get ahead anyway, and you win. All right, very important. I will send you the notes that I took on this game, and send you on Discord. And let me go now into a VOD, so you get a bit more out of this coaching. By the way, guys, if you want coaching, don't add me on Discord, but join my Discord server and then DM me, because I will not add. Like I have 75 pending requests. I will not add because I don't know who those people are. Okay, let's go to your other account and look into a VOD, I think, right? What do you think is a good game? I think, yeah, here. You think this game is a good game to go over, or this game? This is a 40-minute game. Let's go over this game, okay?
Okay.
Okay. What is the game plan this game? What I would say, on top lane against Mordekaiser, Xayah Thresh against Zeri Brown. You know what I would do this game actually? I'll actually path topside here. Because Ornn has very good setup and Mordekaiser has no escape whatsoever. So I would actually start red buff and path top here. And then look how the game turns, and if your bot lane is hard stomping, I would just play bot. But I think you can abuse the Mordekaiser very well this game. Wait, what happened here actually? Invading in Nunu is very bold. Okay, he flashed actually. But invading in Nunu is very risky. Guess you could just Q-smite. But you get it, nice. Very good. I hope you now got to your red buff and then full kit to top. This is bad. You know why this is bad? If you run through mid lane, what happens? You pressure the Vladimir off the lane, and he can't lane, and he can't get those CS. So just by you walk here because you don't want him to have vision on you, right? You wanna be like sneaky, yeah. But that's not good. In this case, you wanna run through mid lane and wanna pressure. So you pressure him out of his lane and actually maybe get a Q on him. Just run here, maybe get a Q, or just zone him off his lane. And you need to fast path to bot, because Nunu is not allowed to be there first. You have to be there before Nunu. And by zoning off the Vladimir from the wave, you also don't allow the Vladimir to rotate. So just run all the way from Raptors through mid lane, zone him off. Tristana gets a small lead, and then go to your camps. You don't need to be sneaky in this case. Just putting on the pressure, and Nunu knows what you're doing, right? So just put on the pressure and run through mid lane. And you kill him, but still you should have run through bot lane there. And through mid lane. Tristana killed him as well. I mean, now what exactly I told you to do turned out to be the worst place, because you killed the Nunu and Tristana killed the Vladimir, which is kind of awkward. But in the high elo game, you should have run through mid lane and just pressure, because this should not happen in the high elo game. What's happening here? So that's just like very lucky for you. That should not be the case. And now again, this is... I mean... This poor guy can't play the game. This is very hard to see. Okay, you're completely punishing him. I'm surprised how you lose this game. How did you know he was on it though? Were you just thinking that he comes there after reset?
Yeah.
You know, you're like so fucking fat. And if you just get Morph Mortius this game, you can just 1v9. So I'm actually curious how you lose it. Now you reset, and hopefully you just go top, and then throw clear from top to bot. Because now you realize your bot lane is winning, your mid lane is winning, so now pathing top to bot is super good this game. And you actually don't need to invade the Nunu anymore, because he can't play anyway. And killing him more and more doesn't give you anything. You wanna be at the crap, you could have killed him again, because you should know the crap is up. Or at least you should check it, because you just killed him. And so run all the way through here, go to the crap, And look, you would have killed the Nunu. You would have killed him, bam, dead. And now you actually lose the crab, which is not optimal. Jump on here. Okay, nice. I think you could have jumped instead of flash, but it's good. Okay, Tristana's fed, you're fed. I mean, you're full 80 this game, but I'm really surprised like what's gonna happen. So far, you're doing a very good job. Lane gang bot lane here, because Nunu could gank this, they have a ward here. But still Nunu's bot side, so you need to lane gank this, or like just cover. Yeah, now you can just reset. Now you're running bot lane, even though you can invade the Nunu here, your crap is spawning and his topside camps are spawning. Like, okay, well, we know Nunu's pathing from top to bot as well, right? We know that. So, you know his topside camps are spawning, you know the crap is spawning. And all your bot side camps are down. It's like, by you running here, you have to expect to get like kills. Otherwise the play is completely useless and you waste so much time. So instead of flipping to get kills, you just run into his topside and punish him. And just kill him, because Tristana's coming back to lane as well. That means you will have mid prio again. Mordekaiser pushing the wave is most likely reset. So you have to just counter jungle him and take the crap and get like insane lead. At this stage of the game you're so ahead, you don't need to force more and more plays that are risky. Like these plays are flipped, but you don't need to flip the game. You can just play consistently and just win the game. And then go for good plays and go for objectives. Like literally just play for objectives and then go for consistent plays. And don't go for flip plays. Like you run all the way here. Even if this play works, it should not be a good play. It should not work. I don't know what's gonna happen, but this play should not like be good for you. Yeah, and you die. Exactly. And now you not only wasted all your time, but you did a play where you threw your lead. Instead, you could have gone for the not flip play, invade him, get this, You're 10 CS per minute, you're a fucking monster and 1v9 the game. Like this bad decision making. And bad, like you just went bot lane there and flipped. So just take a breather, look at the map, be like, okay, Nunu's bot, his topside camps are spawning. I kill Nunu, zone him out of his jungle and get his camps. And that's a consistent good play. That's what you should have done. I know you're at a point where you can get a free kill from Mordekaiser, so, and I would look for the free kill on Mordekaiser. Don't waste your ultimate to gank a Vladimir as well. Like, it's not worth it. Vladimir's W. Yes, Ghost. You wasted your ultimate. You want your ultimate, like your ultimate is very important on Rengar. You always want to be careful before you use it. Think, okay, does Vladimir have sums? Does he have W? In most cases, if you don't know, the answer is always yes, he does have sums. So like, yeah, don't waste your ultimate. And if you had your ultimate, you could have run all the way here and killed her now. Now you need the ultimate, but you don't have it. So like never waste ultimate unless it's secured play. This Drake is good because Zarya is 1 HP, Vladimir doesn't have ulti pool, no ghost. Okay, I like this play. But yeah, look what happened now. You did not farm for the last 2 minutes and now you're like, your lead is gone. You know what I mean? If you just went for the consistent play though, which is doing camps, counter jungling, invading, and not flipping plays, you would have been 10 CS per minute, you would have been 2 levels ahead of Nunu, and you could take over the game because you're so strong. But now you actually are just like 6 CS per minute, and not even that strong anymore. And your whole tempo is gone. And yeah, if you just went top first, full kill to bot, you could have done the Drake, you have been so good tempo, the game would be clean, crispy clean, perfect. But now it's kinda like, okay, all my camps are up, I didn't get the Herald. He gets his topside camps to Nunu, even though I punished him so hard early game. And against Nuno, he doesn't need resources, he just snowballs. And now you pass to the wrong side of the map again. Yeah, the map again, because like I said, you didn't force any play. You forced too many plays, you were not consistent with your camps. And now you ended up pathing topside again, which is what you wanted to avoid. Because your bot lane is your win condition. That just happened because of poor, you didn't think enough. You didn't like take a breather and be like, okay, I actually need to be consistent, not flip plays, and just, what is the best play now? And then you would realize, okay, my camps, the topside camps are spawning, Nuno's topside camps are up, the topside crab is up. The only way I make the bot lane play worth it here is if we kill all of them. And that shouldn't be like ever the case. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I don't know, one should have just ulted and you killed the Mordekaiser for free. Nice, good kill. Like, look, but look what happens. Because you're not bot side, because you're on the opposite side of the map. The enemy jungler is punishing your bot. And that should not happen. Like, imagine you were bot lane because you didn't path top side, but you pathed bot side, which would be the right play. You would have been here and could lane gank this. And what will happen then? Your bot lane is sprinting it a bit. Like, he could have been here and just one-shot the Zeri now. And it could have been a 2-for-2. And not just a 2-for-0. Because you just can't impact. You gotta kill top lane. It's good, but... You know, like I said, bot lane is where you wanna be. And the top lane kill doesn't really do anything. Except you getting a stack. This game also is an Eclipse game. You can't really do anything with Duskblade because you can't one-shot them, any of them, only Zeri maybe. But even Zeri is super tanky. So what items I would go, this game is Eclipse, into Essence Reaver, into Morph and Mortius because they're full AP, every one of them deals AP damage. And once you have more, with Mercs the game is over. Because then they can't kill you and you're so strong with more. Then you have 3 items, Eclipse. Then you can go LDR and you literally 1v9 this game, no matter what. Your champion is so good here. So like your item build was also a bit troll. Eclipse more just completely runs them over. They're full AP. Pretty sure I could have killed the Zeri. Okay, QAW. Jump on the Zeri, E, and auto-attack her to death. That would be the right play. Yeah. QW, E her now, or jump E, and then just kill her. But E-ing her now would be the right play, and then just go in the bush, and then just kill her. And now you just die. So that was a small mechanical error. Yeah, it's so legal that the Vladimir gets fed after getting stomped this hard early game. Like, Nuno is just so strong and tanky now that you can't even kill him anymore. But also you should have realized that you can't kill him because Vladimir's around and it's Nuno around camps. Nuno literally goes to full heal, full HP if he just Qs one camp. If he ate the small raptor, he would have gotten like way more HP. Because if he executes, he gets more HP. And yeah, now you just die. Again, like not the optimal play. But if you had Eclipse here, you could have maybe killed him. Not sure though. But like, again, your pathing here is also... Like, why do you path here? Because your topside camp, like all your camps are up. So you don't want to just run raptors, you want to full kill somewhere, you want to have a good sequence. So what you should have done is just go to your grump and then full kill all the way bot lane. Or start Crux and then full kill all the way top lane. But not run raptors. Because Yeah, it's just not with your sequence. And you have no lane around, so if Nunu actually invades you, nothing really you can do about that because Vladimir is prior mid lane. Yeah, like your issue is, I think you're tilting, and then you're just going autopilot, and you just want to fight. But I think you're good enough to actually realize what you can do on the map, what the right decision is, and what the right play is. And if you pay attention to that, I think you'll just skyrocket. Because you're good mechanically, right? You're good mechanically, you know where your win condition is, you just need to think and then actually adapt the playstyle that you think is the right one. Play for your win condition. Don't go for bad plays. Play for CS, play for consistency, which is your camps. And not flip fights or like flip ganks that are just completely useless. And then you will like win so many more games. Insane shutdowns. Now you get the Drake. Game's super winnable though. You have Drake win condition. Nice. Having 2 Drakes against the Nunu is so huge. Okay. Yeah, now you should have won more. Like, you need more this game. You should have realized they have 3 APs. 5 APs. Zeri deals also a lot of AP damage. Red team's turret has been destroyed. You can't contest anything topside. I mean, now it's hard to play now. You should be on the side lane. Because I don't think you can do anything here really. Actually, you killed him. Actually, you killed him, nice. Wait, did they end it? I didn't see. Because they should have not died here. Oh yeah, they commit. Nice, nice. Well, this was good then. Bomb. Nice. Now you can go Herald for free. Yeah, you're so fat, you can just 1v9 this game. But if you had Eclipse, it would be a bit better.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like when I go first strike, I always go with the split on.
I know what you mean.
When I go fleet, I always go Eclipse.
Yeah. It doesn't work always like that, because like in this game, Eclipse has so much value, they're so tanky. Like literally every one of them is super tanky. You can't really one-shot anyone.
I shouldn't go fleet, first strike here, even.
Yeah. Free would also be better. And now apparently they just perma squash you. What happens? Yeah, I mean, this again. Like you didn't think, you just went in there. Like, you have no vision, you don't know where anyone is. The Zeri would not hit the Raptors without anyone being there, right? Yeah. Like, so you have to be, like, there have to be people. And then just flash away instantly, because you have flash. And now you throw your lead and the game is over, I fear. Yeah. Because you are the only consistent factor on your team, the only one fat. Yeah, now you all die. You're actually in the fight. Could have maybe turned it, but you'd also so much gold. You shouldn't force something when you have so much gold as well. How much did you have? Yeah, 2000 gold. Go reset. Get your more. Get your hex drinker. Get your pickaxe, and then you can fight. Again, this is bad. When they're all bot side, what you want to do is force a cross map play. You see they're all bot, your team is dead. And they want to save for the turret, so you run top lane and force a cross map play. And you just push on top lane and just stay side lane. Because you can't defend as Rengar. So you have to go side lane here. Instead of just trying to go 1v4 in. Like, look, you can't do anything. Yeah, you should have just been top lane, push top lane in, and then try to get something out of it. And the same now again, you have 2 Drakes, the enemy Drake is spawning, so you know they want to contest it, so you go top lane. Because you can't contest it, you go top and force a top lane play. Yeah, but you're trying to fight, which is not good. You don't win fights, they're way stronger than you. And you die again, yeah. You can't contest this, so just push this. You have to send someone with your top lane. Someone has to realize, okay, we can't contest this. We go top lane, we kill Mordekaiser, and then we push on this. If the enemy team is strong and forces a play on one side of the map, you have to answer with a cross map play. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And you throw your lead by just like going for bad plays and not thinking enough, like this especially this one. But it makes sense where I'm coming from, right? Your problem is, I think, tilting and going for like not thinking enough and just trying to fight. Like you need to get that Rengar brain out. I think you're good enough to realize what is a good fight and what is not a good fight. And once you can do that, and once you respect the enemies, you will skyrocket because you punished the Nunu insanely well early game. You predicted them super well. But then your brain just told me, oh, let me just go bot lane here. Like, why would you go bot lane when all these camps are down? You know what I mean? Like, all these camps are down. Why would you be top lane, bot lane here? Does not make any sense. You can go top lane, punish him even more, take all of this. Don't get anything. The only play here is bot, but it's not the right decision. So just stay consistently. And then you get a consistent lead, and then you 1v9 games. And if you lose this game, even though you went for the right place, that just means that your team inted, and you're gonna win the next game if you go for the right place. Like, that's how it works. Yeah. But you have to realize the right play. Do you have questions to that game, or like in general?
This is not from this game, but is it good to take Drakes or Heralds when you have camped up? Like if you are a Drake and your top side is up?
If yes, it's good. I mean, it depends. If you're super ahead and you know that Diana is gonna invade your top side if you do Drake, then no, then you should go for your top side. Don't give Diana a chance to go back in the game. But let's say if your top lane is not, you don't have top lane prio, your enemy top lane is pushing in, and you have bot lane, your bot lane is, has prio your bot lane right now, and the Drake is up, and you just killed enemy bot lane, then yes, then you go for the Drake instead of your camps. It really depends on the situation, but usually, obviously, it's worth to go for Drake unless the enemy jungler will be ahead. If he takes your other side of the map, the camps. Wait, what did I just say? If he takes the camps on the other side of the map, that's what I was trying to say. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
If he gets ahead through that and you just waste so much tempo by doing the Drake, then it's not worth it. But if you're good in the game, if he's so far behind and you're so far ahead and it doesn't really matter too much, or if you can't go top lane anyway because you don't have prio, then you should trade and always get the Drake because objectives win you the game. And when it comes to Herald is always worth it because it gives you 300 gold and then even more with platings. So if you can get the Herald, no matter what, always get the Herald. If the enemy jungler is invading and taking your camps, get the Herald, it's always worth it. The Herald is too broken not to go. Yeah. Anything else?
Why the f do they buffer Vayne when Rage Blade is gonna be turbo broken?
That's a very good first question, my friend. Because Riot Freak is the balanced team leader. And he just likes ADCs a little bit too much. And ADC is gonna be the most broken class once again. Every Honor champion, bro, Vayne, Kog'Maw, they're gonna be so broken, it's disgusting.
So, is it the same next patch that you go first strike and then...
Yeah, but you have Humus now.
Humus and then...
Humus Eclipse.
And if you play against those comps, you go Eclipse and Fleet?
Yeah, it's literally the same. Only this difference Dustblade. But Humus is a better Dustblade, right? Like Humus is just better item, I think. Because a Dustblade is a shit item, right? In general. It's only good because of the ability haste it gives you. It gives you the slow and the passive in some scenarios.
Yeah.
But Humus is gonna be way better. Yeah, when you have any question, you can ask me. But I think you should need to focus on not getting like tilted, not losing yourself in the game, but just think and go for the consistent right play. Because I think everything I told you, you already knew, right? Once you looked over it. Maybe some things, yeah, see? So like,
I was thinking about Invade when I saw it now, but in game I didn't think about it.
Yeah, then you need to like take a break, take a breather in game, and then go for the right play. And when it comes to the first game, play for your win condition. Like your bot lane, you have to just split the maps there. And I think when you're ahead, you know how to carry games.
Yeah.
Alright, because you know how to carry games, but your problem is just to not flip And always like, imagine how easy the game is for you if you get always consistently ahead. And how do you do that? Winning lane and camps instead of flipping. And then you will literally skyrocket, bro.
Yep.
Right. Hope you enjoyed the coaching. Okay, bro. I'll see you.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.